Not so his present companion. His features were as finely shaped, cast in an even stronger though similar mould. His eyes were bright and full of fire, his mouth and chin firm, bespeaking a man of deeds, his tall figure lithe and supple. He had the air of being in perfect health, in perfect mental and physical condition, a man who lived with dignity and some measure of content, notwithstanding the slight gravity of his expression. "Yes," the Englishman muttered, "there's no doubt about the likeness, though I suppose I should look more like you than I do if I'd taken care of myself. But I haven't. That's the devil of it. I've gone the other way. Tried to chuck my life away, and pretty nearly succeeded, too." The dried grasses were thrust on one side, and the doctor entered, a little round man also clad in immaculate white, with yellow gold hair and thick spectacles. His countryman pointed towards the bed. "Will you examine our patient, Herr Doctor, and prescribe for him what is necessary? He has asked for drink. Let him have wine, or whatever is good for him. If he is well enough, he will join our evening meal. I present my excuses. I have a dispatch to write." The man on the couch turned his head and watched the departing figure with a shade of envy in his eyes. "What is my preserver's name?" he asked the doctor. The latter looked as though the questions were irreverent. "It is His Excellency the Major General Baron Leopold von Ragastein." "All that," Dominey muttered. "Is he the Governor, or something of that sort?" "He is military commandant of the colony," the doctor replied. "He has also a special mission here." "Damned fine-looking fellow for a German," Dominey remarked, with unthinking insolence. The doctor was unmoved. He was feeling his patient's pulse. He concluded his examination a few minutes later. "You have drunk much whisky lately, so?" he asked. "I don't know what the devil it's got to do with you," was the curt reply, "but I drink whisky whenever I can get it. Who wouldn't in this pestilential climate?" The doctor shook his head. "The climate is good as he is treated," he declared. "His Excellency drinks nothing but light wine and seltzer water. He has been here for 5 years, not only here, but in the swamps, and he has not been ill one day." "Well, I have been at death's door a dozen times," the Englishman rejoined a little recklessly, "and I don't much mind when I hand in my checks, but until that time comes I shall drink whisky whenever I can get it." "The cook is preparing you some luncheon," the doctor announced, "and it will do you good to eat. I cannot give you whisky at this point, but you can have some hock and seltzer with bay leaves." "Send it along," was the enthusiastic reply. "What a constitution I must have, Doctor! The smell of that cooking outside is making me ravenous." "Your constitution is still sound, if you would only respect it," was the comforting assurance. "Anything been heard of the rest of my party?" Dominey enquired. "Some bodies of Askaris have been washed up from the river," the doctor informed him, "and 2 of your ponies have been eaten by lions. You will excuse. I have the wounds of a native to dress, who was bitten last night by a jaguar." The traveller, left alone, lay still in the hut, and his thoughts wandered backwards. He looked out over the bare, scrubby stretch of land which had been cleared for this encampment, to the mass of bush and flowering shrubs beyond, mysterious and impenetrable save for that rough elephant track along which he had travelled, to the broad-bosomed river, blue as the sky above, and to the mountains fading into the mist beyond. The face of his host had carried him back into the past. Puzzled reminiscence tugged at the strings of memory. It came to him later on at dinner time, when they 3, the Commandant, the doctor, and himself, sat at a little table arranged just outside the hut, that they might catch the faint breeze from the mountains, herald of the swift falling darkness. Native servants beat the air around them with bamboo fans to keep off the insects, and the air was faint almost to noxiousness with the perfume of some sickly exotic shrub. "Why, you're Devinter!" he exclaimed suddenly. "Sigismund Devinter! You were at Eton with me. Horrock's house, semi-final in the rackets." "And Magdalen afterwards, number 5 in the boat." "And why the devil did the doctor here tell me that your name was Von Ragastein?" "Because it happens to be the truth," was the somewhat measured reply.